Have you had time with Jesus today? If not, then join me for this quick devotional. If this is your first time here, what we do is we read a couple verses of scripture and then we jump on down to the study notes and see how it breaks it on down. So let's jump in. And with this being Easter week, makes perfect sense to jump on into Matthew 26 and talk about the Last Supper, Judas's betrayal, and the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. So that's what we're going to be focusing on this week. So this one is coming out of Matthew 26, verses 14 through 16. Judas agrees to betray Jesus. It says, "Then one of the 12, the one called Judas Iscariot, I can't pronounce his last name. Maybe one of y'all can correct me. Anyway, went to the chief priests and asked, 'What are you willing to give me if I deliver him over to you?' So they counted out for him 30 pieces of silver. From then on, Judas watched for an opportunity to hand him over." Now this has always blown my mind, because after everything Judas has gone through with Jesus, he's walked with him, he's seen all the miracles that Jesus has done, he still decides to betray him. I lost my train of thought for a minute there. So let's jump on down to the study Bible section and see what it says. It says, why would Judas want to betray Jesus? That's the same thing I want to know. Judas, like the other disciples, expected Jesus to start a political rebellion and overthrow Rome. Jesus' ministry was not going the way Judas had hoped. As treasurer, Judas certainly assumed that he would be given an important position in Jesus' new government, as did the other disciples. But when Jesus praised Mary for pouring out perfume worth a year's salary, Judas may have realized that Jesus' kingdom was not going to be political, but spiritual. This surely made him frustrated and angry. Judas' greedy desire for money and status could not be realized if he followed Jesus. So he betrayed Jesus in exchange for money and favor from the religious leaders. This is a perfect example of how the enemy uses things in this world to draw your attention, to draw your mind, to draw you away from Jesus Christ. He'll use money, he'll use your status, he'll use your success against you to draw you away from Jesus. Now, in my personal opinion, and I'm not 100% sure, but from what I've read, it looks like Judas was confused from the start. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think that he was focused on the true mission of Jesus to begin with, and his whole goal in the long term was to use Jesus to advance his own status in life. That said, I hope you guys got something from this devotional today. I hope the Lord spoke to you in some way, shape, or form. Let me know in the comments below, and join me again for another devotional tomorrow. I gotta get out of this car. I'm starting to sweat. You guys have a wonderful night.